Thanks for joining us once again for another edition of Tom Talks. Make sure you like and subscribe to Tote's Racing YouTube channel to get all our content as it drops. It's day 4 then of the York Ebor Festival. Tom's had a pretty good week so far, and he's got another good book of rides lined up today for the Ebor day. In the big race itself, he rides one for Joseph O'Brien. So whatever you fancy today, don't forget we've got a £250,000 place spot to be won. And I'm sure Tom will give you some good idea on his rides, whether or not they're place spot bound for you. So let's head over to Tom now and get his thoughts on a big book of rides on Ebor Day. Golden Handshake for the King and Queen starts you off in the Melrose, a big chance after winning the last twice.
Yeah, and thought he did really well the last day. He felt like he was going to go and win quite impressively, and just on the really fast ground at Newbury, it was kind of like he hit the front not quite in top gear and then just idled a touch, so he didn't have that momentum to swing him through. So I thought he was probably valued for a good bit more than the sort of winning margin of I think it was a head in the end. He's a lovely horse. He should stay that extra bit of distance well, and obviously the ground's been well reported. It's sort of slightly overwatered in the sense that it's not good firm ground. It's a good, good bit slower. That should help him a bit. Obviously it's drying all the time now, but lovely horse, and another great opportunity to try and get a royal winner on the cards. We've got the two of them today, and he's a lovely horse moving forward.
What's it like when you're riding for, well, any sports royalty? You go in the parade ring and obviously the Queen's here today. Does it feel a little bit different? Do you have to say anything a bit different?
Yeah, look, it's a very special thing as a jockey, especially being a British sort of born and bred. It's added pressure. No, probably not, but added pleasure for sure. Obviously, Desert Hero was fantastic, and those that win at Ascot was extremely special. But coming up here today, riding two for the King and Queen, and having Her Majesty here, it's pretty cool and pretty special, and I feel like they're memories down the line that you probably at the time don't quite appreciate for what they are, but we've got some pretty special pictures on the wall now, and nice memories to look upon, and hopefully this week we can add a couple more royal winners to the board.
And the Queen's very knowledgeable, isn't she? She's got jumps and flats, so I imagine when she goes in there she has something to say as well about her horses.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a really nice thing. Obviously, it's a sport we're all so passionate about, and to see that reflected through, obviously now the generations of royals, it's important for racing and a big boost. And winners don't come much more special than riding them in the royal colours.
And from royalty to sort of betting royalty, Tony Bloom, who owns part of Lake Forest, you've had a winner for him already this week, and plenty of his friends were here to get the debrief yesterday. How do you think Lake Forest can go in the city of York?
Yeah, absolutely. I think Tony goes down as Brighton royalty for sure.
Yeah.
Look, obviously great to get a winner for them yesterday aboard Santorini Star. Kind of got opposite ends of the spectrum. This fella's obviously a little bit quicker. Essentially he ran really well in the Lennox. Race kind of got away from us where sadly Noble Champion went wrong mid-race and just created that divide, and just made it a mountain to climb. Ran well, hit the line pretty hard, and this can be a slightly awkward 7 furlong track, but he's obviously won a gym crack here over 6. I'll try and be a bit more aggressive on him, I'd imagine, and hopefully we can get the best out of him. And it's a great opportunity, this race being upgraded to a Group 1, and there's a lot on the line.
Definitely so, and there's plenty on the line in the Ebor as well. Obviously Yorkshire's biggest race. Mr. Percy, a ride for Joseph O'Brien, and you've done well in the colours for Simon here and Isaac Square before, so always will have a chance in a race like that.
Yeah, absolutely. We've had a bit of luck. Again, sort of opposite end of the spectrum. We had Relief Rally winning the Lowther, and she was very quick. This lad's not quite so quick, but doesn't take away from what he does do, and that's stay. Jumping and flat, he's been pretty versatile, and we were sort of hit and miss this morning as to whether he was going to get in or not, and thankfully he did. So look, whenever Joseph's sending them over, they're usually punching above their weight, to the good way, and it would be nice to knock in another big one for him. Yeah, and the likes of Willie Mullins and Henry de Bromhead have won it in recent years, so it's the right kind of trainer that you want. Yeah, exactly. They've all rocked up. It's a fantastic race with a lot of prize money and a prestigious one too. So hopefully I'm on the right one. And then last one just to talk to you about was St. Lawrence, obviously a former Royal Ascot winner under Holly. He's not been ever as good, I don't think, since then, but
suppose you can have a chat to Holly about what she thinks about him.
Yeah, look, Ascot can be a graveyard for form. You know, he put in such a big performance to win that day, and as I say, just hasn't really sort of got back to that same line of form. Not to say that it's not in there. So look, it's a matter of trying to get a tune out of him and hopefully get him back to sort of the peak of his powers.